Everybody, my name is Taria Vision Avant, and we are now getting ready for the last chance for you guys to be a part of our boot camp taking place tomorrow. That is March 28th. It is virtual, it's an all day event, and if you're ready to write your book in a day, you need to plug in. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all. So, hello, everybody. Hello. I keep forgetting that intro is like 2 seconds. I be thinking it's going to be 30 seconds and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, guys, as you come on in, do me a favor, introduce yourself. Let me know what city and state that you guys are chiming in from. We are currently broadcasting on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. No, not LinkedIn, because LinkedIn won't let me be great. But we are also on Instagram for right now. But for those of you watching on Instagram, of course, you're not going to be able to see the screen like everybody is seeing on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to see the screen, you might want to join me on YouTube or Facebook. My YouTube, if you just go to YouTube and search Vision Avant, you'll see that I'm broadcasting there. If you go to Facebook, you can see the same exact thing, okay? So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. As you guys come on in, again, please introduce yourself and let me know what city and state that you guys are chiming in from. Hold on one sec. I'm going to look at the screen real quick. All right. Hello. All right. Shoot. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. All right. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Share Bear. Mwah. Hello, Queen. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to say it's my joint froze. All right, again, everybody, welcome. I am so excited to be here. We have been broadcasting every single day to share the great news about this boot camp that is coming up. It is going to be tomorrow, and it is full day. Now, before we get into everything, because I'm going to do a couple things, as you guys can see, I have a white screen behind me because I decided, since we had such a good time on the previous one, I decided that we would go ahead and do a strategy session, a free strategy session for you guys, so that you can actually get an example of what it's like to work with me. But as you guys come on in, please introduce yourself. Hold on real quick on Instagram. Let me tell them. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, so hello, Kathleen. Hey, also, guys, don't hesitate to let us know what it is that you do, like what results it is that you help offer to people, and then include your website, because you just never know. I generally get a lot of people that are in the entrepreneur space, but also like to go through entrepreneurs. So if you're watching this video, definitely take the time to actually shout your business out. So as we go ahead and get into this presentation, just want to introduce myself. Again, welcome to everybody. Hello on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all of that good stuff. My name, again, is Taria Vision Avant, and what I do, guys, is I work with entrepreneurs. I've been working with entrepreneurs now for a very long time. I've been an entrepreneur since 1999, but for 10 years, y'all, I was very unsuccessful. It wasn't until I actually got into the home-based business industry, aka network marketing, multi-level marketing, that I was able to have some success. In the first company I was with, it was called Artists International. If anybody ever heard of the Body Magics, I used to be in that company. I was a diamond president in that company, was able to earn over 6 figures. Then I went on to go to Organo Gold. I still love my coffee. Okay, yes, I love coffee. But I was in Organo Gold, and I also was able to hit Diamond Consultant in that particular company, and we earned over $1 million. I did millions of dollars in sales with the company. Great deal. Great situation. However, what happened for me, guys, is I had sat down with this lawyer, y'all, and I wanted to talk to him about the business, honey, and he did not care about what I was talking about when he found out I was in the home-based business industry. So I decided to write a book, okay? Now, writing a book for me has been one of the things that has absolutely changed my business. And I'm always telling entrepreneurs, I don't care what business you're in, what service or product you sell, you should write a book, because writing a book opens doors. And so when I wrote this book, you guys, immediately, all right, immediately, when I say immediately, I'm talking about within like a week of me launching the book, I had people offer me opportunities to come speak at their events. Now, mind you, this entire time I had already made, 6 figures in network marketing twice. I had already, become one of the top 1% income earners in the entire industry worldwide. I had already been recognized, been on stages, spoke in front of 10,000 plus people in my network marketing organization. However, in certain organizations that were not connected to the industry, they still did not see me as a professional. And so what I had to do was really separate myself with that book. And so then I got invited to speak at real estate organizations. I got invited to speak with bridal organizations, several networking groups, all types of stuff, y'all. The doors just continue to open up for me. Then in 2014, I was offered an opportunity to do a workshop. And in that workshop, that was where I did my very first book writing workshop. We had 61 people that showed up, and I was able to get my first 5 clients, students, whatever you wanted to call them, okay? I didn't want to call myself a coach at that time. I just hated the word coach, right? So anyways, that was where I got my 5 first people, and I decided to leave the industry of network marketing, become a full-time coach. A lot of people ask, why did you leave? Because it's a conflict of interest, honestly, guys. When you are trying to build a business that you're coaching individuals and you're building another network marketing organization. And just so that you guys know, I actually do coach individuals in the industry of network marketing. And I would hate for someone to build trust and invite people to be a part of what I'm doing. And then next thing you know, I'm in a whole nother company trying to recruit their people. That just is not going to work. And I am a woman who does things based off of integrity. And I want to make sure that any and everything I do is of integrity. So with that stated, we started helping and teaching entrepreneurs how to write books. I became full-time in this. Since then, y'all, I've helped more than 5,000 people. These are just a few of the books, not all of them, just a few. But we have helped more than 5,000 people to become what I like to call authorpreneurs. An authorpreneur is an author that actually leverages their book to build multiple streams of income. The truth is, guys, is that 80% of most authors make below minimum wage. 80% of most authors never sell more than 250 copies of their book. 80% of most authors do not know how to truly leverage their book, because most people write books to books to tell and not books to sell. There is a big difference, guys, when you write a book that's designed to sell versus a book that is designed to tell. And majority of most people do not write books designed to sell. And if what I mean by sell, I'm not just talking about selling the book. The purpose of the book should be used as a tool. So let me just kind of tell you guys like how it worked for me. So when I decided that I wanted to write my book, this is my very first book I ever wrote, a 6-figure vision. And it used to be called A Vision of Freedom. I have wrote it because when I told you, I sat down with that lawyer guy and I was telling him I was in network marketing. He was kind of like, I'm good on that. I ain't really trying to do that. And I was just like, don't be trying to, boy. Like in my mind, I was like, I'm making more money than you. Like I already, no shade, no tea, but don't try to disrespect what I do. I ain't disrespecting you. That's how I felt, but I didn't say that. That was just the inner me. And so anyways, I was like, all right, so I got to write something so that people respect me and that I can recruit more people. So when I wrote the book, the specific goal, guys, was to recruit more people into my network marketing business. It wasn't to sell 10,000 copies, because this is the deal. If anybody understands the value of leveraging a book, if I was selling 10,000 copies, and even if only 10% of the people that I sold 10,000 copies to actually became clients, that's 1,000 people becoming a client. Now, let's just do some small calculations, if y'all don't mind. My highest ticket program that I sell is $6,997. So somebody comes to me and they're like, Taria, I want to write a book, but I really don't want to do all the work. I want y'all to do most of the work, and they can come to us. We'll help them write the book. We do a couple of interviews, like a couple of calls. We do the writing, the editing, the formatting. We do the website, capture page. We help them pre-sale everything, all that good stuff, right? So when somebody comes to me and they say they want to do all of that, they just don't want to do any type of work, right? that's what we do. But we also have different packages depending upon where people are. Now, this is the deal. Let's just say that person that wants to sell 10,000 copies. My very first time that I sold my coaching program, by the way, I never coached anyone outside of the industry of really working in network marketing. This was new to me. I never created a coaching program. I never created coaching videos, none of that, okay? Just so y'all know, none of that. And so when I created this program, I sold it for $497. 5 people enrolled. Now, let me just kind of give you the numbers. 61 people showed up to my event. So this is why I always like to use the law of averages. So on average, even if you don't know what the heck you're doing, 10% of the people will invest into your next product. And by the way, the best customer to have is one who is already a customer. So if your goal was to sell 10,000, that means 10% of that is 1,000 people. Let's just say that you were selling a product pack. I won't even put it at $497. Let's just say it's $297, which by the way, somebody on today is going to win a free strategy session live. I'm going to do it right here live. But y'all need to start telling me what y'all do, because ain't nobody followed no instructions yet and told me what y'all do. Thank you, Chris. You like my shirt? Thank you so much. I got this shirt from my homegirl. Okay. But anyways, even if 1,000 people purchase that next product pack at $297, y'all, that's a lot of money. That's $297,000. That's a full-time income. Okay. I mean, well, that's not even a full-time income. Like, that's 1% of the income earners, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing big things. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times we don't think. I actually had a gentleman, his name is Chris Campbell, Coach Cam Cares on Instagram. He just came out with his book, Alpha Redesigned, and he told me, T, that's my goal. I'm just trying to sell 10,000. I'm like, yo, bro, if you're going to sell 10,000 books, then you need to have something else that goes in conjunction with your books. Because again, most people, they only trying to sell a book. That ain't no money. Selling a book, I'd rather have 1,000 people paying $297 than only 10,000 people paying $20. Did y'all catching me on this? I'd rather have 1,000 people paying $297 than only 10,000 people paying $20. Listen, no, because you're gonna get way more profit from those 1,000 people, right? So anyway, so he's like, yeah, I just want to sell the book. And so I was like, bro, I'm telling you, if you're going to sell 10,000 copies, even if it was only 10%. Well, he hit me up the other day, y'all, and he was like, yo, I sold 5,000 copies already. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He was like, yeah, and I'm about to create an online course. I bet you are about to create an online course because you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table, okay? So anyways, I'm going to teach you guys literally how to take your book and turn it into multiple streams. But what I need you guys to do is I need you to let me know what results you offer, okay? So you got to put in your thing, what is it that you guys do? And one of you guys is going to get, somebody about to be blown away. And y'all ain't got to do it, but I'm just telling you, somebody about to be blown away. So anyways, with that stated, we have our boot camp that is tomorrow. And the purpose of the boot camp, guys, is to finally help you guys to write this book and get it done tomorrow. In fact, majority of you are going to have 80+% of your book done by the end of this presentation, okay? 80% of your book is going to be done by the end of this presentation. Hold on. Okay, 80% of your book is going to be done by the end of this presentation. So let me just show you real quick, and then I'm going to bring up one of our incredible superstars who's got some people on right now. I'm going to show you my screen so you can get an idea of everything that you're going to get in the program. Those of you watching on Instagram, you might want to go to YouTube if you want to be able to see the full video, or my Facebook or Twitter. I'm on all of those. All you got to do is search Vision Avant. So the 5 things that you're going to get, guys, number 1 is we're going to construct a book that's going to sell, okay? Number 1 challenge that most people have, they do not have books that are selling, and your book should sell without you having to explain what it is, okay? So we're going to work on that. We're going to create the content, the foundation, all of that good stuff, all right? Also, how to be an Amazon top seller. We're going to teach you how to be an Amazon top seller. By the way, let me put some of y'all on the screen real quick, shout some of y'all out before we get into this. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Paula Anthony out of Georgia. Hello, Angela Wynn, Columbia, South Carolina. Dorothy out of Tennessee. Again, thank you so much, Chris. Hey, Deborah out of Buffalo, New York. Hey, Erica. I'm going to be bringing Erica up in a second. Hello, Elisa Mitchell. I know she's got some guests on and all that good stuff. How you doing? Hello, Angela Wynn. Angela Wynn is one of our students. She was a part of our coaching mastermind, has been able to really flourish. Now she has her own publishing company, well, her own book writing company. She's helping individuals to write their own books, and I be sending her people all the time. Angela, let them know. Don't I send you leads? Yes, I send people leads all the time. This is how we get down in the field because I don't have a lack mentality. We have an abundance mentality. We understand that God provides. How are you doing? So, anyways, we're going to be learning how to write books that sell. We're also going to be talking about how to become an Amazon top seller. So, I have a book that just came out, How Not to Be a Broke Author. And in that book, I talk to y'all about how not to be no broke author. Okay, I'm so tired of seeing all these authors that be so proud about their 10 books and they don't make no money. Look, y'all, come on, we got to stop being so proud about titles and let's get proud about some coin. Because at the end of the day, if you got enough coin, honey, you can buy all the titles you want. How you doing? Okay. 3 ways to profit from your book. In fact, I'm going to show you one of the ways to profit from your book on today. Okay, you're going to learn one of the ways how to profit, but tomorrow we're going to go through 3 ways to profit from your book. Also, how to leverage your book for success. So I was on the phone with a gentleman just the other day who I actually ended up introducing to Angela Wynn. I was asking him, so how do you plan to leverage your book? And he was like, hello, Akron, Ohio is in the house on Instagram. What up, what up, what up? So he was like, well, he never thought about that. And do you know the majority of most authors never think about that? Now, what I mean by leveraging your book, let me explain to you what I mean by that. So as a result of you writing the book, how is it going to help you? How is it going to help your business? Not how is it going to help the reader? We already know that's going to work, okay? How is it going to help you? So for me, I wrote this book. I wanted to be able to speak on more stages. I wanted to be able to be on the news. I wanted to be able to recruit more people. So the way that I was going to leverage it was using it as a tool for like events and workshops and things like that, so that I can actually bring in more people, okay? So you got to know, how are you going to leverage your book? Otherwise, you're just going to be doing like everybody else and their mama out here just posting your books on social media and hoping people buy. Guys, you got to learn how to leverage it the right way. You got to separate yourself from everybody else in this playing field, okay? And so there's so many different ways that you can leverage your book for success that will allow you to bring in so many new clients, so many new customers, and really kill it in these streets. Also, how to have a book cover that sells. So another thing, a lot of people think that, when you have a book cover, right? They think that, I got to have the best picture or this and that. Guys, there are certain key things that allows a book cover to be successful. And we're going to go through those specific things so that you can understand what possibly could keep you from having a successful book, okay? So we're going to talk about how to have a book cover that sells. By the way, let me shout out I always shout her out, but Dr. Jasmine Zapata, she wrote this book right here, Beyond Beautiful. It was actually translated into Swahili as well. It was also translated into Korean. Her book, she's been on the Today Show. She's been on every single other, Fox, CBS, all that stuff. She's also a full-time pediatrician, y'all. So she's one of those doctors right now that are out there taking care of everybody. So definitely let's say prayers to all of our doctors and nurses and anybody that's out here working to make sure that we're safe and stuff like that. But she was sharing with me how she wanted to now create a curriculum. She's actually turned this Beyond Beautiful into an entire movement. She's got a song. She's got, and it's all for kids. She had a school that wanted her to come and speak. They couldn't pay her speaker's fee, which this is another thing that a lot of people leave on the table because a lot of people not paying speaker's fees no more. So like for real, when everybody tell me I'm trying to be a full-time speaker, the truth is, guys, you got to learn how to leverage your book so that your book can pay for you. But let me tell you how I think, okay? So Dr. Jasmine Zapata, now she didn't call me before she went and did it, but she did leverage her book. So they couldn't pay her speaker's fees. So what she said is, okay, well, if you can't pay the fee, and she already knew because most schools always have a budget for like for information, things like that. So hello, Kathleen, how you doing? Hey, Sienna Sauce. Hey, Queen. So she said, okay, no problem. If you can't pay my speaker's fee, I want you to buy the books. They bought 450 copies of her book. Now, this is what I would have did, okay? I'm just going to share with you what I would have did because every single one of the kids had a copy of your book, right? So what I told her, and so she started making sure she did this, but now she's getting it where they're going to be paying for curriculum training and all type of stuff, right? So I would have made sure that every single one of those kids, because the customer is the parent, the client would be the kid. And so I would say, make sure when you go home, I've put an insert inside of the book that I want you to give to your parent. And in that, it would offer them an opportunity for a free chance to join like a group session, some kind of group session that I would do. And then I would offer everybody a chance to get coaching or whatever the next product could be. We're talking about, even if it's, again, law of numbers, 10%, 45 of the 450 people joining her for whatever that product would be. And guys, believe it or not, parents, if they got kids that they want to be able to, strengthen their self-esteem and things like that, they will invest into that. And so even if it was a $97 thing times 45 people, guys, that is coins, right? So y'all hear me here? Y'all getting what I'm saying? So also, this is our full schedule, y'all. We have a full schedule. We're starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will finish at 6:30, but I decided to throw in some bonus time. As you can see, throughout the entire day, we're going to be doing stuff. We're going to be writing, but for those of you who are not typers, I'm a typer. I can type pretty fast, but I don't like typing books. I like to speak because I speak much faster than I type. And so for those of you who are not speakers, I'm also going to show you how to be able to create your foundation the right way and turn it into content. Now, this is another thing. If I could just go ahead and make a disclaimer, many of you guys are getting too hung up on trying to make your book perfect. For anybody that's working on your book, you're trying to make your book perfect. You're trying to make sure that you got everything in your book. You're trying to make sure, listen, last time I checked, guys, is that the authors that make the most money have written multiple books. Think about it. The authors that make the most money have written multiple books. They just keep writing. That's why I won't even get into that. What I will say, John C. Maxwell, I'll just use him as an example. John C. Maxwell writes about leadership. Well, he's continued to keep writing about leadership forever and ever and ever. He wrote the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. You would have thought that there could be no more laws after the 21 Irrefutable, but yet you keep coming up with books on leadership. Pastors are great examples, especially pastors that understand how to be able to leverage their influence to create a business. Because when you become an author, that is a business. And when you treat your book like a business, it will pay you like that. That's why you see pastors, they come out with books every single quarter, because you write a book to write another book, but it needs to make sense. So what I'm saying, when I'm saying to write a book to write another book, it needs to all work together. So I ain't telling y'all to write a book about mental health one day, then the next day you write the book about dogs, then another day you write the book about doing hair, then you're confusing the market. You gotta figure out what your industry is gonna be, and that's what you continue to keep writing it on, okay? So if your industry is in the space of you helping people to make money, then you might write books different ways of making money, okay? So you gotta find out what your niche is, and you have to push forward into that. But anyways, this is our schedule. Here's Jendai Stafford. She said, I attended last year. I finished 90% of my book. The only reason why I didn't finish the whole thing is because I have 3 kids that needed my attention throughout the day. 90% is still pretty good. Now, a couple of things that you're also going to get with the Book Camp Bootcamp. You're going to get a free copy of my book, A Six-Figure Vision. It will be mailed off to you and autographed, a free copy. You're also going to get a free ebook of my book, How Not to Be a Broke Author. I'm going to send that to you guys as well. You're going to get replay access where we're teaching you about different marketing techniques for your book. Okay, that's all in the leveraging. Also, how to self-publish. So let me just tell you guys something. A lot of people always ask me, should I go through a publishing company, or should I self-publish, right? So what I think, my personal opinion, is the only time you go through a publishing company is for a couple of reasons. Number one, because you need somebody to give you the big push to get your books in stores exclusively. Now, this is the deal. Even if your book is in stores, like certain stores, like let's say the stores in the airport and stuff like that, you still have to promote your book, right? You still have to promote your book. Charlamagne the God came out with a book. In fact, let's use Pastor Keon. Pastor Keon just came out with his book, The Shift, and he did get this book published through the same publisher that publishes Charlamagne the God, the same publisher that publishes Bishop T.D. Jakes, the same publisher that publishes Joel Osteen, all of those, right? All those people. However, even with that, guess what? He is still, go to his Instagram right now, he is still promoting his book. Just because you go through a publishing company does not mean you do not have to work. And so if you pay attention, all them people got a huge following. It's a different level of marketing for them. Does that make sense? And now their publishing company, yes, they may possibly set up book signings and things like that. But if you don't have a big pull, a big draw, a big following, they're not going to be doing all of that. Now, another reason why you might go to a publishing company is because you really, they're going to write you a check, right? So now I'm also believing that possibly even some of those people got a check written for them. But if they're writing you a check for $10,000, $20,000, y'all, I promise you that is not any kind of money for you to be signing your book away, don't do it. Don't sign your book away for anything under $100,000. Now I know y'all might be saying, Taria, but $100,000 is a lot. Well, yeah, it can be a lot, but let me explain to you how that works, okay? When you sign through a publishing company, it's an advancement. It's just like with the music industry. They're expecting that you're going to sell a certain number of books. However, when you go through a publishing company, your royalties are much lower than they are when you self-publish, okay? So you might make $4 a book versus when you sell a book on your own, you're making $10 a book or up to $15 a book. And so that means you got to sell all the books in order for it to equal that advance that you actually got. Does that make sense? So you are signed away for life. You can't even go write another book. You need to finish selling this book before you can even go put another book out there. And another thing about going to a publishing company, they actually own the rights. So if they want to change something, they don't like the way this looks, they don't want to look like that, they can actually do those things. And in some situations, it can be advantageous for you, can be beneficial. You know what I mean? And the only other reason why you go to a publishing company is because you just really don't want to do the work. Now, and what I mean, do the work as far as you've finished the manuscript, but you need someone to edit it. You need someone to format it, put it all together so that it can be ready to go to print. You know, the sizing, you want it to be sized up right so that you can print it. You want to set the chapters up, the layout, the page numbers, and all that stuff. And you really don't know how to do all of those things. Now, I want you to understand, a lot of times when you go to publishing companies, they can charge anywhere between $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 to $20,000 just to publish your book. I know a young lady spent 20 grand to get her book published, to get it edited and formatted and all that stuff, and it came out and it was a hot mess. Now, what separates me from other people is I'm not a book publisher, okay? A lot of people think that that's what I do. They think I'm in the publishing business. No, I'm a self-published author, and I teach you how to be self-published authors. What I am is a coach. I teach you how to do what I did. I teach you why, for example, like, why did I write a book? I wrote a book so that I could grow my business. So when I'm teaching you how to write a book, I'm teaching you to write a book to grow your business. So if you're saying, Taria, well, I really don't want to write a book to grow a business. I want to write a book to tell my story. I don't do that, okay? Now, do I know people who can help you with that? Of course I do. But what I do is specifically, my audience is entrepreneurs that are wanting to expand and grow their business and build multiple streams of income, okay? So where I am as a coach, a book is a tool. Another thing, a lot of times, guys, people try to ask, they say, Taria, so how should I sell the book? Should I put it on Amazon? Let me tell you something about that too. If you want to be an Amazon top seller, I am going to teach you guys how to do that. But this is my thing about selling on Amazon. Who's ever bought a book on Amazon, by the way? Have you ever bought a book on Amazon? If you've ever bought a book on Amazon, just say me. By the way, let me shout out some more people that are watching right now. Hey, The Praiser. Let's see. Valicia. Hey, Lashina. Deborah. Okay, you guys shared what you did. Let me post it on the screen. Who's ever bought a book from Amazon? Now, this is not me throwing shots at Amazon. I just need y'all to understand. I'm about to put y'all on some game. Here's Stevie Aisha Mills. Stevie, look, I was posting Stevie like crazy on my Instagram. I don't know what you did, Stevie. You done put me on the big screen, honey. I always said I was supposed to be on big TV. Yes, post what you guys do so that, and include y'all website, y'all. Include y'all website. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Charlisa. Hey, Peter McDonald. Okay, so here's some of the people they said they bought from Amazon. Now, if you've ever bought from Amazon, Miss Moon motivates. Hey, is that Miss Moon? Moon, the moon. Like, you got multiple moons in your name. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Right? So a lot of people bought books, right? So if you've ever bought a book, it just shucks. It don't matter what you bought from Amazon. If you've ever bought a book, if you've ever bought anything, you ever notice once you buy it, then Amazon says, hey, we recommend you get this, or based on what you bought before, here's a suggestion for you. Do you know what just happened? You were added to Amazon's database. So what you just did is you gave your lead to Amazon. Are y'all listening to me? You gave your lead to Amazon. Hey, Danae. You gave your whole lead away. And you don't even have their contact information. Amazon doesn't even, something about that TV magic, right? Amazon doesn't even give you the lead. They don't even give you the lead on the person. You don't even get the name of the person. I mean, unless they leave a review, you don't get the email, you don't get none of that. And so, and you get paid way less. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to keep my coin. I want to keep my money. Does that make sense? So, with that stated, how do I recommend you use these books? The purpose of these books are to be printed, y'all. The purpose of your books are to market, y'all. The purpose of your books are to use them as leverage pieces. Look, Angie Sims, we just did a broadcast earlier today. Angela was talking about how one time she was hungry, right? Not hungry, but hungry, right? I ain't even look. She telling me stories I didn't even know what's going on. So she was like, "Girl, I had went to this restaurant because you always say to go to the restaurant and sit at the bar. Absolutely. And you always sit at the bar and you have at least 2 books with you. So she said, I put my book down there, and this lady, she said, this nice little white lady sat right down beside me. And she, when you sit at the bar, people are nosy. They, if they got some wine in them, honey, they get a little talk in them too. And so she said, is that your book? She said, it absolutely is. Next thing you know, she had sold her book. And mind you, she was sitting at the restaurant, ain't even had no money to pay for her dinner. So she was able to get enough money to pay for her dinner by literally sitting at the bar. Guys, the purpose is to leverage your book. And so I'm going to teach one of you guys. I'm going to do a training real quick with one of you guys that actually shared. Now, some of you guys that are watching on Instagram, you're just going to have to listen to me because you're not going to be able to see the whole screen. I don't know. I might be able to move it back a little bit. You're not going to be able to see the whole screen, but, when I do my thing, you're going to be able to see a little bit. But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to bring on another one of our incredible sales superstars. And she is inviting a lot of people to be a part of this as well. Her name is Erica Quinn. And so, Erica, I'm going to go ahead and call you real quick so that you can share your testimony. Let me call her on. One sec, y'all. Bigger is better. Y'all be messing up y'all introductions too, y'all. You supposed to put it all together in one paragraph. Lord. I love y'all, but y'all got to put it in one paragraph so everybody can see the whole thing in one paragraph. Okay, well, Erica, hey,
Hey!
boo. So, look, girl, I know you've been over here selling like a demon. Tell us a little bit about what your experience has been thus far with your pre-selling, and then also, why did you decide to join the Show Your Success sales team?
Well, let me just back up and say I had no idea who this beautiful woman was until January of this year. She did a virtual conference called You New Year New You.
Yep.
And that's how I connected. And from that moment, with the quality of people that she had doing that conference, and the information that she shared herself, I knew she knew what she was talking about. There's just some people you don't have to meet them face to face. Just know they stuff.
Okay. Well, yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, look, I like to brag. You know how some people be like, I don't like to brag? No, I likes to brag. That's one thing about us. We try to be so humble, honey. No, No, we got to stop dimming our lights and start letting people know how much of a boss we really are. So now, Erica, I know that you've got some people that are joining, and you've already actually want the training that I'm about to show everybody of how to make some money right now. You followed that and you've already made some money. So let's talk a little bit about that. Because some people, and let me set a preface, because some of y'all are making the excuse that you can't do the boot camp tomorrow because you don't have the money. By the way, it was going to be $997. I actually decided to give a $900 scholarship due to what's going on. So it's $97. But I do understand everybody still is like, Taria, that's still a stretch. Look, I don't know. They done left me. I talked to a young lady today. They said they let her go. They fired her because of what's going on. She's in the travel world. And so I understand it. So go ahead and tell everybody what you have been doing.
So the training that she's getting ready to show you guys how to do, I actually did it for a book that I wrote, and it wasn't even my profit book. It wasn't even the book that I was using to leverage. I just wanted to see for myself if it really worked. And so I followed every single step. I didn't deviate. I didn't do
Praise the
nothing
Lord.
extra. Huh?
I said, praise the Lord, because child, I done went on some of y'all pages. Y'all don't listen.
I
Y'all be
deviate.
editing
I
your own stuff, man.
I didn't change anything. Exactly how she said to present it, exactly how she said what to do is exactly what I did. And with that book in my first week, I made 50 pre-sales.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so 50 pre-sales. So was you selling your book for $10?
No,
Okay, was you selling it for $15?
no,
You were selling it for how much?
20,
$20 plus shipping and handling, correct?
correct.
Okay, so $20 plus shipping and handling, over 50 book sales, y'all. This is just one example, and I promise you, she's not the only. We got people getting to the bag. So now you have decided to be a part of our sales team. I know that you actually have some people that are watching as well, that are making a decision to partner up. So what would you tell them?
I would tell them this. This is the prime time. The prime time. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you've already been doing a business, this is the prime time. We don't know. They can't predict how long this is going to last. We could be sitting in the same spot come this time next year. We don't know. But wouldn't it be good to be sitting in the spot and still have money coming in, still
Mm-hmm.
being able to take care of yourself, still being able to pay your bills, still be able to keep food in your house, still be able to do all those things, all because you wrote a book that you now have leveraged and you got coin coming in. This is the time. You're not doing anything. You're not going to work. You're sitting at home, probably bored out of your mind. So why not use that boredom, use that downtime, be a part of this boot camp, write your book, and make you some money.
Absolutely. Well, Erica, thank you so much. Hold on, let me put this phone back over here so everybody on Instagram can plug on in. But thank you so much for being a part of this broadcast. And
Yeah.
I know that you're going to have such an incredible time as well, being a part of the book camp. And to everybody that was invited by Erica, y'all go ahead and get with her. We literally are down to less than 10 seats left. So, and this is not a little highlight. I mean, let me see. Oh, I waved. I was just waving at people. This is not me trying to try to be extra salesy. We literally are less than 10 seats left. And so once the 10 seats are over, let me tell you something. That if somebody, because some people are asking, well, are you going to do this again? Okay. Um, that I can't promise. But what I can promise is it's not going to be $97. That's guaranteed. That's a guarantee. So, Erica, thank you so much, Queen. I'm going to go ahead and finish off and show y'all this training that she's talking about. So again, guys, like I said, it's a guarantee that it is not going to be 97. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it again because I mean, honestly, we don't know what's going to happen, right? So the reason why I made this available is because, as I was telling you guys, we do have a book writing success program. Now, in that program, let me just explain to you. This is the program where somebody's like, Taria, I don't want to write the book. You know, I really don't want to sit down and write no book. I don't want to do all of that. I want y'all to do it for me. I want y'all to do the edit. I want y'all to do everything, right? That program is a $6,997 program. But I also understand that everybody is not necessarily in the position to invest $6,997. That's the investment cost. That's what it costs for us to work on your book. Now, with that stated, we sit down, we do calls with you and everything. And so, how can I make it more affordable to you guys? Well, the way that we can make it more affordable is by doing a group session. Now, what I want you to also know is that we've been doing this for a while. So, this is not something we're new to. This is something we're true to. I started doing these several years ago. The very first one we did was a VIP day. It was a physical event that we had in Atlanta, Georgia. Then we did another VIP day in Atlanta, Georgia, but then it got snowed in. I got tired of the weather messing up stuff. But also one of the things that I noticed with that VIP day is that a lot of people started getting distracted because they were around people. And so when you get around a whole lot of people and sometimes you kind of been working, it's like you can lose focus. And so I said I didn't want to do it that way anymore because I want people to be done. Like I want us to literally get laser focused in on a day where we can just go ahead and get this book done. And so I decided to do these virtual events. The first event that I did, the investment was $497, okay? It was a very limited group of individuals. But I wanted to see if we could do it on a bigger scale. So last year we did it with over 100 people, about 100 people. Now let me just tell you how bomb we are, guys, because I again, as I told you, I'm tired of dimming my light. I'm tired of acting like I'm not a big deal, because I really am a big deal. Like, I'm a really huge big deal. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that y'all need to start saying that about yourself too. You cannot let nobody dim your light. You cannot let nobody make you feel less than. Right now, these are the opportunities where all of us that are big deals, we need to be stepping up and stepping out, okay? We need to impact the world, impact the masses. And so with that stated, with us having 100 people and doing a full virtual boot camp, we still ended up having 75 people on all the way until the end. That's huge, y'all, because the majority of most people, typically in a situation like that, you're going to end up with about 20% of the people still there, because that's just numbers. That's just how people are. That's how they get down. But people were plugged in, y'all. It was fire. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. We're going to be doing a contest for the top salesperson. We're going to be doing, yes, a big deal. We're going to do a contest for the top salesperson. We're going to do a contest for the person for like hitting certain checkpoints, all types of giveaways, all types of stuff. Like, I like to have fun. Also, at the end of the conference, as when you get through the entire day, you're going to get a certificate at the end that says you are an official certified authorpreneur. An authorpreneur is somebody who actually takes their books and leverages it to build multiple streams of income, okay? So I'm going to show you guys real quick how you can actually be able to make some money right now. So if you guys are ready to learn how to make some money right now before your book is done, or even maybe you already got a book that you self-published, but you know you need some work on it because it ain't producing no results, it ain't making no sales, you trying to figure out what to do, you know, what to do, I want everybody to drop a money sign. If you want to know how to get this bag, put the money sign. And while we do that, let me shout out some of the people. It's comment. As again, we are live on Facebook. We're on Twitter right now. We are on YouTube. We're on all of that. Shout out to Pamela McDonald as well, another one of our sales superstars. Hey, Michelle, another superstar author. She's impact. I love what Michelle is doing. She has a very niche market, and she's helping a lot of people that wouldn't necessarily have opportunities to be able to get themselves out there. I've been paying attention to that sister, and I'm so proud of what she's doing and doing for our community. Thank you so much. So let's get to this money. Everybody dropping them money signs. Drop them bags. 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 You know what I need to do? Hold on one second. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to be real childish real quick. We'll try that. A couple other things you're going to learn how to do. 3 ways to profit from your book. You're also going to learn what else? You're going to get 30 days access to the Book Profits Club. You're also going to get hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Dang, no, I got to find it. I'll do it next time. I was going to try to find something real quick, but I said, nah, it's going to take too long. Okay, anyways, let's get to this money. Drop these bags. Drop this bag. Drop this cash. How you doing? Look, let me tell you something about right now. What many of us need to be doing is focusing on other ways that we can make some money. And truth be told, y'all, here's the real tea. It's people right now that got jobs. It's people right now that are working. It's people right now who are able to invest. It's people right now that are getting actually bailed out of their situation, depending upon if you qualify or not. People right now who are qualifying for loans. And guess what all of them are looking for? They're looking for opportunities to invest in, okay? So I want y'all to understand, if you are writing a book about something, you can get the bag, okay? Now, let me explain to y'all too. Also, if y'all don't mind, there's 3 industries that people like to, or 3 things that people are looking to get done the most. It's 3 things. Does anybody want to guess? Anybody ever took one of my trainings before? 3 things. 3 things. People want more money, love, and health. And this can be under, mental and physical. Now, granted, some of you guys might be in a space where you might not be able to serve people in these 3 things, but if you are in a space where you can, I just want you to know that puts you at a different advantage, okay? Because people are looking to make more money. They want love and they want health. Okay, so these are the top three things. Y'all with me on that? All right, now this is how you're gonna make some money. This is how you're gonna make some money. All right. I'm gonna show Stevie. I'm gonna show Stevie because Stevie already. So Stevie Aisha Mills, I put a post of her on my Instagram, and she followed my training. Followed my training. This is now her 16th book, y'all. So she's not even new to this. She stayed doing this, and people still stay buying. You would think, because this is be the problem. Some of y'all be like, "Well, I did it before." Well, hopefully, since the last time you did it, you've been working on building your following. Which, by the way, that's a whole nother training in its own. Y'all, let me tell you something about social media. If you are really wanting to use social media to build your business, every single day you should be focusing on building new people to be a part of your page. If that means that you need to start removing people from your page because they're not buying, they're not liking, they're not commenting, remove them and remove them quickly, y'all. Stop being emotionally connected to this stuff. This stuff is not real. I just want y'all to know, okay? This stuff is not real. These relationships online, they're not always real, okay? Now, some of them are. But what I'm telling you is likes, no, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. So anyways, let me, and thank you, Stevie. This was us earlier. I had my cute little dress on, honey. I had to change my dress because I got tagged in the throwback challenge, and I was dancing and stuff. I had to sweat over my whole dress out. So anyways, look, Stevie. Girl, the last time I checked this post, child, you was at like 40 likes. Do y'all see this post? It might have been like 50 likes. 50 comments. First of all, she's at 146 likes, where she can use every single one of these people who liked it and tell them to check their inbox. And she's at 80 comments. And one thing about Stevie is she is 100% coachable and trainable, because this is where you got to do it. So when somebody comments, it doesn't even matter. You're going to say, check your inbox. Congratulations, cuz. Check your inbox. Congratulations. Check your inbox. She ain't even been able to get to all the people because it's just going crazy. Look at that. Check your inbox. Check. And then she started tagging people. Look, she started tagging the people who actually liked it. So when somebody goes to her post, this is what I want you to know. Because we live in a world where people like to do what other people do. Okay? There will be people who will literally jump off of this Instagram video because it's only right now 3 people watching, because they don't want to be seen as one of the only people doing what nobody else is doing. Everybody, that's why D Nice, everybody wanted to get on D Nice's stuff. Even if you don't even listen to what D Nice, you don't even listen to that music. Everybody was on there because everybody wanted to be a part of a movement together. And so when somebody looks at this and they see it's 81 comments, they're going to comment too, because they want to know what the hell is going on. Because when they first go to it, it doesn't have this drop down. They don't see all of this. So there's a reason why you do all of this. So thank you so much for being coachable and trainable. You just only need to reply, check your inbox. This is all you need to say, and this works. Okay, let me put this back on the screen because I got to, for y'all on Instagram, y'all need to go to YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, whatever. Okay, so look, so you're going to reply, check your inbox. Check your inbox, check your inbox, check your inbox. In the inbox is where you're going to sell them. Now, for those of you who want the full training, I have a 100% free training that shows you how to do everything, okay? When you go to this website right here, make1000today.com, it shows you how to actually pre-sell to everybody, okay? And trust me, y'all, this works. This works like a charm, all right? It tells you how to pre-sell to everybody, and it definitely works, all right? So you're going to go to that website, make $1,000 today. However, this is the deal. The tickets or the seats for the boot camp tomorrow, it's going to be over by the night. Well, you can't even purchase them in the morning. We'll probably close ticket sales in the next 2 hours. So you need to figure out what you're going to do. It's $97. So if you need to start pre-selling, you need to start pre-selling. If you need to call some people up right now and let them know, hey, look, I need you to support me. I need you to go ahead and buy 2 copies of my book that's coming out. I'm going to put you in the book. Like, you just need to do what you need to do, guys. This is a surefire way. Stevie, although I don't know how many books Stevie has already pre-sold just from her 16th, but on her 15th book, she pre-sold more than 50 copies. And then she shared how on her 15th book, she also sold a spot for $197 in the book. So not only did she make over $1,200 because we sell our books for $20 plus shipping and handling, but she also sold a spot for $197. And then on her 14th book, she said she sold 5 spots for $197 in her book. So guys, I want you to understand that this is a technique that absolutely works. Make1000today.com. Now, somebody was asking, when somebody is like, okay, I'm ready to pay, so I'm just going to throw this in. For those of you, if somebody asks, like, I'm ready to pay, then what you want to do is you go to my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, hold on. Let me share my screen so y'all can see my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube, you're going to search Vision Avant. See, you just search Vision Avant. See, it pops up. And then under my YouTube, what you're going to do is you're going to search in my YouTube. Yours ain't going to look like this. But you're going to search in the YouTube. You're going to search PayPal button. And I have a training right here that teaches you how to create a PayPal button. Now, if you want to use any other button, you can use PayPal button. You can use Stripe, Square. I don't care. I don't recommend using Cash App. I don't also recommend using PayPal Me. And the reason why I don't recommend using either one of those is because we are in business and you need to be able to export all of your sales to a spreadsheet. When somebody cash apps you, you cannot export your sales to a spreadsheet, at least from my knowledge. I don't think you can. You can't export their shipping address and all those different things. Now you got to keep track of all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you just create PayPal links, okay? So make1000today.com is where you want to go. Now, for those of you who are ready to register, if you want to secure your spot for the Book Camp Boot Camp, okay? What you need to do, guys, is contact the person who invited you. Whether it was Pamela, whether it was Erica, Danae, Alisa, Robert, Tori, whoever invited you to this broadcast, make sure you connect. If I invited you, then you should already have an email. You should have one of my emails, the Vision email or my business page, but you need to message because those spots are going to fill up. I promise you. They're going to fill up. Well, it doesn't even matter. Ticket sales end tonight, okay? So what time is it? It's 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. They will end at 10 p.m. So if you try to go purchase a ticket after that, you will not be able to purchase it. Now, next thing, when you register, you're going to be given a link to join the Facebook group. Please join the Facebook group ASAP. You will not be approved into the group, though, if you try not to answer the questions. You must answer the questions in order to be accepted into the private Facebook group. The private Facebook group is where we're going to be doing the broadcast. Now, with that stated, there you go, Valicia. Thank you so much. She says Cash App is not tax traceable. Do you send me the email, Michelle? You send it to me. So, anyways, as I was stating, once you join the Facebook group, that is where we're going to be doing the broadcast, okay? However, throughout the day, we're also going to be doing Q&A sessions, all types of stuff. The replays will be available in there, and you will have access to all the replays for 6 months, okay? So you'll be able to stay in that group for 6 months and all of that, all right? So you need to make sure that we got a lot of people who have still not joined the group, the Facebook group, and look, we're not going to be, listen, people need to follow instructions. That's all I can say. Okay, now with that stated, guys, I want to teach you guys how to be able to make some, how to leverage your book. So I'm going to use one of your examples, guys. We did a young lady that was a massage therapist that was on our previous broadcast, blew her away. In fact, I was showing her how she could, create a body butter and sell it in there and all type of stuff, oils and things like that. But let me go back to some of y'all businesses. I'm going to select one. I'm trying to select somebody who I've not really ever used as an example. I need to know the results though. So a lot of you guys are putting your titles So the best way that you want to start introducing yourself, guys, is not by your title, but by the results. Not, I promise you guys, 99% of the time, I never tell people a title. So when somebody asks me what I do, because a lot of times those titles are irrelevant. Everybody got titles, right? So what I do is I tell people specifically the results. So when somebody asks me what I do, this is how I do it. And so I want you guys to work on this as well. When somebody says, okay, so what do you do, Taria? I said, well, I help entrepreneurs to grow their business, or no, it just depends. I help entrepreneurs to build multiple streams of income by writing a book that sells and builds at least 3 streams, something like that. But I'm always saying I work with entrepreneurs because that's my target audience, to write a book to grow their business. I mean, ultimately, that's what I say. And so when people ask me what I do, I never say a title, none of that. And then when they say, oh, really, how do you do that? Well, and then I start talking about, well, see, the average entrepreneur is making only like 1 stream of income. So I show them how to create the right kind of book that's designed to bring in multiple streams of income for their book. Well, how do you do that? Look, and then what we not gonna do? I don't schedule. I don't do a whole lot of. Call me. Let's sit down, talk. No, I'm gonna send you a website that's gonna give you some free information so that you can plug in to the details. And when you make a decision, then you can get on the phone with me, right? So if you provide a service type of business, you need to have some kind of way that you onboard people, okay, into your business. But every single one of us, you could be a massage therapist, but that's not what you do. Like, that's not, like, the results you offer is not massages. The results that you offer are not massages when you are a massage therapist. The results that you offer depends on who you serve. So the example of the last young lady that we were with, I gave her a scenario because I didn't even dig in deep to find out like who her audience was. Oh, Instagram about to shut down. I'm gonna have to go back on live on Instagram again. So anyway, so I gave her a scenario. So I was saying, okay, let's say that you serviced women that were, like executive women that make over $50,000 a year. So they have some kind of income to spend because she was a portable massage therapist. I say, so if somebody was to ask you what you do, you can say, I help extremely busy women to find balance in their life. Now that sounds so much better than I'm a massage therapist, right? Because when somebody's like, well, I'm super busy, then how you do that? Right? And so then I'm going to be like, bam, I got my book that talks about the seven tips to relaxation. So they're going to buy the book, but I also, in the book, they get 50% off their first service from me. Something like that. Okay, so let me use this example of, matter of fact, Elisa, I've actually never used yours. I'm going to use an example of that. Okay? I'm going to use Elisa. Elisa has a company where she provides training. I'm just going to create it because, I'm just going to create what your results are, Elisa, based on what I know. All right. I'll come back to y'all got to go to YouTube, Instagram. Holla at y'all. Deuces. Okay, so let's just say, for example, to make it specific, if it was one thing that Elisa did, because Elisa be doing a lot, child. Her company is called Mompreneurs. What I would target is mom entrepreneurs who want to be safe. So if somebody was to ask me what I did and I was Elisa, I would say, well, I help I help mothers who are entrepreneurs to operate their business and feel safe at the same time. So they say, how do I do that, right? I help mothers who are entrepreneurs to operate their business and stay safe at the same time. So now one of the things that I'm going to write about, and let's just keep it real, we have more women who are becoming entrepreneurs, especially more moms who are becoming entrepreneurs, and more crazy people in this world. And we need to be protecting ourselves and all of that, right? So let's just say Elisa wrote a book about, matter of fact, and this is another thing I'm going to do. So this is how I get ideas. So let me show you an example. I'm going to go to Amazon. Really? why is she over there in my stuff? So now, okay, let's go to Amazon. Oh yeah, this was good. I watched this on my thing, The Dark Avenger. It was in another language though. I've been watching all type of stuff. Okay, so look. So anyway, so let's just say um self protection for moms. I'm gonna do a search on Amazon, and then I'm gonna search for books. This one is called "The Survive the Unthinkable: A Total Guide to Women's Self Protection." I like that's pretty cool. There ain't a whole lot of books on here though. Athletic, it ain't a lot. How many women are abducted? I know you know these numbers, but I just want to get a number real quick. Critical. This 2019 2000 total of 3,553 women missing. So can we say that we need to be able to, especially as single mothers, to understand more ways to take care of ourselves? So I kind of like this idea of what they did. We would, of course, we're not going to take their things, but we're going to do something for women's, for for mothers who want to protect themselves, right? So let's see. It could be something catchy though, right? So your book, uh, it could be something like protect my mama. 7 tips to um, 7 tips for single mothers in business to protect themselves. Something like that. We get better with the title, right? So this is what I do when I do one-on-one strategy sessions. So this is your book. Your ultimate goal, though, is you want to sell. Maybe you're going to do a camp or something like that, right? Because you got to figure out what's your high-ticket item. So you have your book. This is your intro item. Then you have your core, which we're going to go over in a second. And then you have your premium. This is the deal, y'all. If y'all got so laser focused on figuring out what I call a success funnel. It's called a success funnel. One funnel that builds you multiple streams of income. The challenge that most people have is you guys are trying to build multiple businesses. Multiple businesses require multiple people, but you can build one business with multiple streams. But let's say that you want to do the ultimate, like, boot camp weekend for moms. Because I know Elisa came to Houston and she had like speakers and stuff like that. And this one guy that was talking about, protecting yourself. But on top of this boot camp, because this is a weekend for mom entrepreneurs. So let's just say this ultimate boot camp weekend is not just about protection, but also we're gonna have speakers come in that's gonna teach you about marketing and everything. Let's just say, now by the way, you don't need to have a ton of people coming to these, but let's say you do these twice a year, okay? You do it twice a year, and you're going to sell this for $297. This is low ball. Let's say your goal is to get maybe 20 people to your first one, and then another 20 people. Is that cool? So your goal is to get 20 people to your first event. See, this is what we got to start doing, y'all. We got to start planning out our stuff. $297, so that's $5,940. The event space, let's just say that you're going to do like a full. Now, by the way, if you're going to get 20 people at $297, you can still also seek sponsorship. because this is all about protection and stuff like that. You can get sponsors. You can even maybe offer women opportunities to come, moms that are single that can't afford it. Try to get sponsors to actually sponsor their tickets. That's another thing you could do. Maybe sponsor 10 additional tickets from people that are willing to invest into sponsorship, whether it be people that have some of these self-protection companies and things like that. I got my stun gun somewhere around here. Where's my stun gun? Oh, it's right here. See, this is my stun gun that Elisa gave me. It's got a light, and I can do that, right? And so, anyways, I can reach out to those companies and ask them to sponsor this particular event. So even if I set a goal for 20, and then I find people that could sponsor to pay for the space and all that, so you got 20 people for your event, right? Now, with that stated, this is our premium item, and then you have your core, which is going to be the mommy makeover kit. Now, you know, mommy makeovers in the surgery world, we know what that is, right? But this is a mommy makeover for women in business. And let's just say this one right here, it includes this. It's got your book. It might have a couple of series, trainings as well on how to grow your business, because our target audience is single mom entrepreneurs. So let's just say this is also $197. Now, the chances of people that invest $197 to come to this $297 event, which by the way, at the $297 event, you still can sell something else. Okay? But let's just say $197, and this is going to come with a package. The challenge that we have when we are in a business, we try to give all these different options to people, and people will fall by the wayside. So you have $197, and then you have $297. So now, let's get into this. You got your book, Protect My Mama. That's my book. I specifically help women, entrepreneurs, to stay safe while they're running their business, okay? But you also do other, you could bring in other experts, right? Now, in our book, let's talk about the 7 tips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one could be personal training, or be in shape. Stay in shape or something, I don't know. And then another one could have protect yourself. And this is where you're talking about your products, right? Another one could be to know your surroundings and stuff like that. Know surroundings. Shape. Protect yourself, gear. And then I'll say, like, maybe you have a defense coach. And then in this defense coach, by the way, your protect yourself gear, this is a product that you sell. So this is money. Let me change the color. That's money. The defense coach, that's money, because you can find someone who does that training and you get an affiliate for everybody you send their way. Okay? What else can we do to help keep ourselves safe? We're going to protect our money. And then maybe you have somebody that does like card processing and stuff. I know somebody that does card processing. You can work with them and get a commission. That's a commission right there. In shape, you might have a trainer that you can forward them to. That's money right there. See, a lot of times we trying to make all the money when honestly, guys, the way that we can also make money is forward people to other people. Create affiliate relationships, right? So, what are some other 7 tips? Mind, body, and soul, like, stay balanced. And then something else, okay? So y'all still with me? Is everybody still with me? If y'all still with me, stay with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. So now what we did is we've come up with the 7 tips, which, by the way, it ain't got to be perfect. You write a book to write another book, okay? So now you got at least 4 ways to make money in the book by itself. You also have your mommy makeover package that's $197, and then you have your ultimate boot camp where you set a goal of 20. Now 20 is extremely low ball. I just want you to understand. But if you were to simply focus on this, and the way that I'm going to get this book in front of people, now I'm going to target audiences where I know mamas be. Period. That's the only place I'm going. So let's just say every single week I want to find one networking event or one social event, right? One event in networking, and I'm going to go and show my book. you can say in the book, it also offers you a free ticket to a virtual event where I'm teaching mom entrepreneurs how to start their business, right? But you're always in the back of the mind, and you can find somebody else that does that training. You don't always have to do all of this stuff. So one networking event, one event for social, because they do a lot of social stuff. Find events where moms are going, where they're bringing their kids and stuff like that. Or, events where, a lot of moms will go. For example, there's like this big thing now in Houston called the trap paint and sip, the paint and sips, but they do it with trap music, and it'd be packed out. I would reach out to those type of people like that, knowing if this is my audience, and say, hey, look, I want to get a vendor table so that I can have my book. Now, what I would do though is I would literally have my book and then possibly have my core product, which is the Mommy Makeover Kit. I wouldn't be trying to sell a whole lot of this and a lot of that and a lot of this. You just got to learn to focus in on the few things that you offer and build your success funnel, right? So you have a social event. Then you could do a workshop. And my workshop, again, is going to be tailored to, and what I would do is do a workshop where the moms can bring their kids. If it's one thing moms know how to do, moms know how to multitask with their kids in the room. Now, us single people that don't got kids, when people be bringing kids, it be throwing us off because we're not used to that. But moms, they don't mind. So you could do workshops like every once per week. You could do a workshop where it don't even just got to be you, but it could be a workshop for moms. If it's mompreneur, let's do a workshop for moms where we're going to talk about a different topic on growing your business as a single mother. And then you're going to talk about your book, Protect My Mama. And then you can also make the offer. Now, you're not going to try to sell the book. You're going to talk about the book. You're not going to sell the book. You're going to talk about the book. And then what you do is you say, hey, by the way, we got the Mommy Makeover for, I would say $297, but today you can actually get it for $197, which also comes with an autographed copy of my book. And you're going to get this package because I know like Elisa had gave me this. You gave me the spray. You even had that bag that you could put everything in it. I would make that one package. That's what I would do. And then or what you do is you can then sell the Ultimate Boot Camp, and you can sell this for like $497 or something, and they get a ticket to the Ultimate Boot Camp with the Mommy Makeover included. So now, of course, there's all types of techniques. So now, if my goal is to get 20 women to this is every 6 months. 20 women. Let me break down the numbers. Y'all ready? So now it's time to break down some numbers here. So let me tell y'all something. If she's trying to get 20 women to that, you know what I would focus on? I wouldn't focus on that. I would focus on the Mommy Makeover package. So if I'm trying to get 20 women to the retreat, then I'm going to focus on getting 40 women to purchase the Mommy Makeover. Okay? This is in 6 months. So if we take 40 and we divide that into 6 months, what's that, y'all? Is that like 6 point something? 6.6. So we'll just round it up to 7 women per month who purchased the Mommy Makeover, which, by the way, 7 times $197 that's $1,379. By the way, we do not count the money from our book sales. If you just sell your books by themselves, the money that you make from your book sales, ladies and gentlemen, that is to go to reinvest back into your business, okay? You're going to reinvest back into your business. However, your books are how you leverage yourself to get in front of people when you're at events, when you're out networking, when you're on the news. That's a great book right now, right? So anyway, so that's $1,379, 7 women per month. Now, if you want to increase that number, you increase that number. But to get 7 women per month, that means in a monthly time period, you need to tell at least 70 women about your mommy makeover. 70 women. If we take 70 and divide that by 4, that is 17 to 18 women per week. If we're doing a workshop, one workshop, you only got, let's say you only get 10 people there. If you're doing one networking event, there's going to be more people there. Let's just say we'll say 10. You already hit your number at one social event. We said 17 to 18. All of these would be 30. Now, for the people that is at the networking and social, what I'm going to do is if they can't come to the physical workshop, I'm going to do a webinar and invite them to the webinar as well, where I'm making the offer. The workshop's going to take you about 2 hours. The networking event's going to take you about 2 hours. The social event, about 2 hours. The webinar, about 1 hour. This is per week. So 2, 4, 6, 7 hours per week. We're going to get 7 women here. The women that invest into the mommy makeover, we'll offer them the opportunity to upgrade to the retreat. Does that make sense, guys? Does this make sense? So the key here, though, when you're writing your books, guys, don't just write a book to tell. You write a book to sell. There has to be some connection of your book to a higher product or service. Otherwise, you're just writing a book to tell. Does that make sense? When I wrote this book, initially, I wanted to recruit people to my network marketing. That was the end game. Now, with this book, and this is the reason why I've got my new book coming out. We already have How Not to Be a Broke Author, right? But also How Not to Be a Broke Business Owner. That's going to be a set, because you write a book to write another book. All of these are tied in because ultimately my audience is entrepreneurs that want to grow their business. Does that make sense? So when somebody buys my book, my ultimate end game is for them to write a book through us. And then our ultimate package, because that's not even our highest ticket. I don't promote this one publicly, but I have a coaching mastermind. And so the coaching mastermind is a 5-figure investment. And then some people, they'll want to come in for a VIP day, which is also another 5-figure investment for people to come in and spend an entire day with me, okay? And there are people who haven't. So you've got to be able to position yourself. And guess what? So let me just kind of break it down for y'all. And then we'll be done. Because I got to get my beauty rest in so I can be ready for tomorrow. I got to get y'all all, you see what I just gave y'all for this? We got to do that the whole day tomorrow. We're going to be writing. We're going to be learning. I just want y'all to see something, the bigger picture. Because then Elisa, once she does 1 or 2 retreats, the price goes up. You understand me? The price don't stay at $297. The price goes up. Your value goes up. And by the way, this works with products and services as well. All kind of products. I have a book. 2, I have a one-on-one session. 3, I have my book writing success. By the way, also, or BPC, which is my monthly program, which, by the way, everybody who registers gets 30-day access to BPC. Then 4, Coaching Mastermind. Angela Wynn actually was a part of my coaching mastermind. She's been closing her clients. Then we also have, well, these can be intertwined. VIP Day, Coaching Mastermind, is a $14,999 product. My VIP day is actually not a 5-figure, it's a $7,000 investment. It's for people to come in for a full VIP day. What's my goals? Hold on, let me put my numbers up here. 12 VIP days. Dang. Where am I? I don't have a number for this one up here. But I'm not looking to bring a lot of people because this requires a lot of time. But 12 VIP days, we'll say even if I was to bring in 7 people to my coaching mastermind, 12 VIP days. This is a $6,000 package. BPC is a monthly membership, and it has different levels, which, by the way, we have different levels of BPC too. Some people just don't do BPC because they just want to hurry up and get their book done right away, so I give them the option. But we'll just put it on an average, it's $297 per month or $497 per month. People that invest in $497 per month get a lot more access to a lot more stuff. Any kind of event I do, you get to speak for free, all types of stuff. I start referring you a lot of business. I'm making my business to make sure that you get out there. So all this is centered around entrepreneurs. No, I can't spell. Who want to get into the information industry. Do I need to sell anything else? Now, well, how can I turn what I do to the same thing? It's simple. It don't matter. It does not matter, guys. Every single one of you, whatever your business is, if y'all just get focused, you cannot allow yourself, guys, to get distracted by trying to do all these things. Jeez Louise, I love y'all. But let me explain something to y'all. Y'all ready? Some of y'all not gonna want to hear this. If you are in network marketing, Lord, that market don't work. Hold on one second, y'all. Dang, my tripod fell on me. Y'all wait a minute, 1 second. I be a little bit too rough on it. It's all good though. Should be all right. Here we go. All right. Let me tell you something. I done had this whiteboard for so long. I think it cost me about $150. All right. If you are in network marketing, that's one business. You can build multiple streams of income from this one industry. Are y'all with me here? Y'all hear me? If you are in real estate, if you are a coach, you need to find out what's the one result and build a 6-figure business off of that first. Stop trying to add new services that you coach in until you've built 6 figures. I'm not telling you something that I have not done though. You understand what I'm saying? If you are in the beauty industry, I don't care what it is, y'all. You got to figure out one industry and build the 6 figures off of that. Does that make sense? Every single one. I don't care what your product or service is. You can build a 6 and 7-figure business just simply sticking in that one thing and building multiple streams of income. And so it's easy for us to get distracted. And that's the problem with internet, the social media and stuff. Man, internet will get us out here confused because next thing you see people popping. And then what you start doing is you start comparing yourself. You start looking at everybody. You thinking just because they showing they got a Rolls, they got the Bentley, you feeling like, ooh, I need to hurry up and get to that success. So let me just put a pause and I'm going to go over here and start selling this. No, that's not how you do it. And anything that comes fast goes fast. You understand what I'm saying? Anything that comes fast goes fast. So what you are building is legacy. Stay focused. Stay focused. Find one thing and build it to six figures. At least build that to six figures before you do anything else. Multiple streams and multiple businesses are two different things, guys. Multiple streams and multiple businesses are two different things. All right. Okay. With that said, y'all, you know I appreciate y'all, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on up. I got to get my beauty rest. We will be starting at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, guys. So you need to make sure if you're registering, registration does close in an hour and a half. Okay. So it's now 8:25 p.m. Central Standard. We got people registering right now. We got people registering right now. So, okay, I think we got about maybe six more spots. Six more spots, guys. So you need to go ahead and make sure that you register, get your tickets. Hold on, let me see who got the tickets though, because I see some people. So Shauna Smith just bought a ticket. Ramona Hampton bought a ticket. We do make sure, we got to check to make sure. So you have to make sure that when you register for the Facebook group, it is the email that you use to register for. Yeah, so definitely, guys, a lot of people are getting their tickets. So y'all need to go ahead and get y'all tickets. Register, register, register. We only have a few more spots left. So again, registration will close. Yeah, if you didn't get your link for the group, because you don't, the link, once you pay for your ticket, it redirects you to the page that tells you where to go to join the group. So Deborah, let me see. So I'm searching for your name, Deborah Mack. I don't see your name. If it's a different way, that if you have it a different way on like on your emails and stuff, I don't see it saying that your name as far as pulling up that you registered. So make sure to send an email to support@showyoursuccess.com and let them know what email you use to register for the boot camp. Okay. Again, we only have a few more hour and a half to register. And so go ahead and make sure you do that. You want to be joined in. Some of you guys may request to get your pictures, because everybody's going to get a flyer made. If you don't get the flyer made today, it will be made sometime tomorrow, though. Okay. But again, guys, we have just a few of an hour and some change. Does anybody have any questions in regard to the boot camp before we get ready to wrap it on up? Any questions, guys? Any questions? Yes, there will be breaks. When you go, there's writing breaks, and during those writing breaks, of course, that's where you can, take your own break. But also, we will have a lunch break. We're going to be pre-selling and all type of stuff. But yes, there will be breaks. Good question. Any other question? Your computer. Any other questions? So, okay, so that's a good question, Pamela. So, how soon will the book be printed and ready to go? So, what's going to happen is tomorrow, the goal is that you are entirely done with the content of your book, okay? So, you're also going to learn how to find editors to edit the grammar and punctuation. Generally, depending upon what kind of editor you get, it could take them anywhere between 2 to 5 business days to edit your book. Then you're going to have your book formatted, okay? And the formatting is where they do the resizing and stuff. And I'm going to teach you guys how to properly find someone to do that. That also could take anywhere between 2 to 4 business days. So we're talking about if we add it all together, four, uh, four to 4 to 8 business days or so for the editing and the formatting. Then you also need to have your book cover. It depends on who you go to. Again, our book cover generally takes about 24 to 48 hours to do covers. So that just depends. So once you get that book cover designed, once you get the book edited and formatted, it's now ready to be uploaded and to whatever printer that you're going to use. It's ready to go. So many of you guys are going to be ready with your books before the end of April. Okay, so that's going to be super exciting as well. Any questions? Looking at my phone. By the way, don't forget if you're ready to register. I think we got about maybe 4 more seats left. Let's see here. Contact the person who is registered, who connected with you. A download copy of what? Your book? That's your choice if you want to make it an ebook. No, you're going to learn everything you need to learn. Yeah, you got to pay for editors. So we're not, my editing team, my editing and formatted team, if you wanted to get your book edited and formatted, you have to pay for that. So just so that you guys understand, generally most people to get what you guys are getting and to learn what you guys are going to learn, this is definitely a several $1,000 package. Okay. So of course there's going to be additional fees. All right. What you guys are learning though is you're learning how to literally create the entire book. So the content and how to create it the right way. I'm going to teach you about marketing and all those different things. However, yes, you're going to have to pay for someone to edit your book. Yes, you're going to have to pay for someone to format your book. Yes, you're going to have to pay for someone to create your book cover. But that's why we are also pre-selling. So you should be making sure that for every single book that you are pre-selling, you are putting money to the side. Now, on average, I'll tell you, it just depends because all formatting and all publishing companies are not built the same. But my goal is to show you guys how to not come out of pocket majorly when you're getting your book edited, when you're getting your book formatted. I'm going to show you all those different things. But yes, ma'am, there's definitely different additional pricing to get it done, honey. I wish it only cost $97, but unfortunately, I I can't even pay $97 to get a book done because I still have to get my books. I get my books edited, formatted, and I get my book covers designed as well. Just for my book cover alone, we charge $200 to design covers in our company. But for everybody who is a part of the Book Camp Bootcamp, if you decide to go through us, we are doing specials. We're doing a special on book cover designs, and we're also doing a special on our publishing package. But we're not doing a la carte editing and a la carte formatting. You would have to do all of it together. People be tripping, y'all. I'm looking at some of the messages where people be people be bugging, bro. Okay. Approximate cost to completion. I can't really tell you that because you don't know what the exact print cost of your book is going to be. But what I will tell you is at least have anywhere between, I would say at least $1,000 aside to do everything you need to do: the editing, the formatting, the book cover, and even possibly, depending upon how many books you pre-sell, the books that you the um, the books to print. Okay, so you need to have about, I would say, about $7 to $8 per book to print. But you also have to get your editor. You also have to get your formatter. That's why this pre-selling is so essential. If you focus on pre-selling 50 copies of your book, this is going to help you tremendously. Okay, honestly, I wouldn't spend any of that money to print. No, I don't edit books myself. So some people like to edit their own books, which is fine. So if you want to spend that time to edit, you can. One thing about me, y'all, is I'm a coach, and so what I do is I coach. I ain't got time to be sitting down editing my books, child. I have somebody else to do that for me. However, if you want to use your own editing tools like Grammarly, you definitely can. Yes, ma'am. I just prefer to just pay someone to kind of get it done. But $1,000 is going to be more than enough. I had a young lady, though, true story. I had a young lady who came to me. Her book was done. She was like, look, I just finished paying this company $12,000 to publish my book, and it is still not done. You do not need to pay $12,000 to publish no book, especially if the book is already done. All right? And you guys are going to learn these techniques on tomorrow, where you could literally go, because people are going to probably want to know, how did you write your book? Now, if you decide to get into that space, great. Now, this is one thing I don't want you to get confused on. Just because you know how to do a thing doesn't mean it should always be a business, okay? I know how to do social media. I decided a long time ago I stopped wanting to coach on social media. Does that make sense? I just refer them to other people. So I know other people that are in social media. I work out a partnership where if I refer them business, then guess what? I can get a percentage. I don't have to do no extra work. I just send them straight to them. It's an easy peasy work. So the same should go with every scenario. So I want you to think about that. But some of you guys are going to find that this is a calling for you. And if this is a calling for you and you want to help other people to write books, then do it. Now, I ain't saying go and steal my information. You got to make your own. Definitely be creative. Figure out ways that you can stand out and separate yourself from everybody else when it comes to making yourself known in your space. Also, guys, if you can't post more than one picture, y'all, because look, that takes, for real. Because if you do it, then everybody's gonna do it. So Michelle, y'all make sure when y'all post y'all picture, it's the picture that you want. Because this is just a bonus. That is not even something that I made as a promise. I decided to do that for you guys as an extra. So that's not even something that I said was a part of it. So I would ask that everybody please don't get into, because what people will start do, I want y'all to understand how people are. If people see that I'm shit switching yours, and they want to switch theirs too. So just please, guys, post your one picture that you want, because for every single person that changes it up, it does take time. This is something that I decided from the kindness of my heart to throw in for you guys for free. So please do that for me. If you can help me out so I can help y'all out, that'll be great. Again, y'all, this is a $97 investment. I charge $6,997 for my program, so I do want y'all to understand that. And I was going to charge $997 for this. So what I'm going to ask you guys is, please put all your questions in the group. So what you did not invest into was one-on-one coaching, okay? So it's okay, Queen, but what you did not invest into was one-on-one coaching. just for 1 hour is $197. So you guys are about to get me for an entire day tomorrow. So I would highly encourage, if you have questions, you could post it in the group. But after we do the boot camp, if you decide that you want to do some one-on-one coaching, you can. Okay? But do your best to make this as easy as possible so that you are making it easy for future people to do this. Okay? Down the line. Yes, the boot camp it starts tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so do your best, guys, to make this as easy as you possibly can. Plug in, plug in, plug in. Be excited about tomorrow as well. What else was I going to say to you guys? Any other questions? People be so rude on social media. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about somebody else. This girl, this is what she put on her post. Crazy. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? Okay, so again, we will be starting at 10 a.m. Yes. All the training will be on replay, but you really need to be there live. I'm going to tell you this, guys. If you are not going to be there live, it's not going to be effective. If you're going to do all of that, you might as well just enroll into the Book Profits Club and just get the trainings as they come in the Profits Club, because the purpose of this is to be there with us writing, to hold you accountable to be writing, okay? However, for all of the individual trainings, yes, ma'am, there will be available for replay, and you will have access to the group for 6 months. Talk on it. What did I just do? All right, guys. I think we are down. We're down to the last bit, y'all. Okay, so everybody, awesome, awesome. You guys have a wonderful evening. A wonderful evening. Good night, good night, good night. Pamela, you might need to contact PayPal on that, because I don't know. You might need to set up a business account as well, if you're not able to find the tools account, Pamela. So you might need to make sure it's set up as a business account first, and then the tools account should open up. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful, great night. Good night, good night, good night. I look forward to seeing everybody bright and early, 10 a.m. Central. That is 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys have your breakfast. Don't be asking for no break at 12 o'clock. The schedule is also posted in the Facebook group as well. All right, good night and God bless.